To Carver's legacy. In the gentle embrace of dawn, light cascaded through the tall trees of the Whispering Woods, where Plen, a modest craftsman, began his day. The forest was alive with the chorus of chirping birds, and the air carried a sweetness, earthy, fresh and inviting. In this enchanted glade, the invisible hands of fate intertwined with the intricate patterns of Plen's heart, leading him deeper into his craft. Plen was known in the small village of Eldertide not just for the beauty of his carvings, but for the emotions they evoked. Though solitary, his small workshop was always filled with the spirit of creation, a place where he transformed nature's raw canvas into inspirations of beauty. His hands, calloused from years of work, moved with an elegant grace as he skillfully carved a piece of elm, its rich grain swirling beneath his deft touch. Stories resided in the wood, stories that were waiting to be unveiled. In town, gossip buzzed like a summer's bee. Plen mostly kept to himself, spending every gentle twilight amidst the tools of his trade, yet he was not unseen. Young children peeked through the dusty windows of his workshop, captivated by the vision of spontaneous creation. Elderly villagers often whispered of the magical tales swirling about him, hinting that each piece he created held some fragment of a soul. His most prized creation, an ethereal figure of a phoenix, perched on his mantle. This was not merely a carving, it symbolized hope, a slender thread binding the weary hearts of Eldertide, connecting them to dreams long buried. But it also held the secret of his own yearning, a whisper of a past life where he once yearned to take flight, free from the limitations that encased him.
Plen sat in his workshop with shavings on the floor, carving out a story in his wooden core. A stranger named Theo spoke of a contest near for carvers and creators who held their art so dear. Through wind and storm, Plen carved with might, wings so fine they took to flight. Judge and villagers soared on high, Plen's craft and let them touch the sky.
One evening, as darkness enveloped the village, a stranger appeared at the door, cloaked in shadows. He introduced himself as Master Theos, a renowned carver from the east. With eyes like smoldering coals, he studied Plen's work, thumbing past the layers of wood and into the soul of the craftsman. "I have traveled far to meet the one who breathes life into wood," he declared, his tone a blend of admiration and envy. "Will you share your secrets with me?" Plen hesitated, for to reveal one's craft is to expose vulnerability. And yet, something in Master Theos's gaze spoke of an innate understanding, a bond formed of silent kinship, a craving for recognition. As the two men exchanged their stories, a friendship gradually took root. Theos shared his adventures of carving enchanted creatures, while Plen spoke of the whispers that accompanied his hands as they danced along the grain. News spread like wildfire of a grand competition to be held in the nearby city, a contest to determine the finest woodcarver in the land. It promised fame, fortune, and an opportunity to reshape destinies. Though the thought thrilled Plen, it also unnerved him. The day approached, and as he prepared for the contest, erratic doubts caught at his spirit. How would he stand against the legendary artisans of the city? Theos, sensing his turmoil, offered guidance, urging him to carve not for judgment, but for expression. "Create what speaks to your heart," he advised under the gleaming stars. "The beauty you seek will be born of your honesty." The contest day arrived, filled with vibrant energy and eager spectators. Plen, alongside Theos, took to their places amidst the bustling crowd. Tension clung to the air as the clarion call of the judge rang out. The challenge was set. Plen looked up to see the time on a large clock tower. He looked back at the imposing block of seasoned oak. He took a deep breath, allowing the pulse of the crowd to fade, his heart sinking with the rhythm of creation.
He envisioned wings stretched out wide by birds, capturing the essence of unyielding beauty against all odds. Hours passed, and as the sun dipped toward the horizon, spectators gasped in astonishment at the ethereal creations wrought forth by the artisans. But it was Plen's wooden wings, delicate yet defiant, that danced into their souls, invoking empathy and happiness. As the judges deliberated, an unexpected storm rolled in, fierce and sudden, sweeping across the venue. In a heartbeat, chaos erupted. The tent flaps flailed, and the audience scattered. It seemed that destiny conspired against Plen. But amid the tumult, a vision of strength stirred within him. He grasped the wooden wings. Instead of fleeing, he moved toward the frightened crowd, offering his creation as a symbol of hope and resilience, a beacon amid the storm. In that act of courage, whispers of admiration filled the air as villagers rallied together, reminding one another of the profound beauty that existed within the fleeting moments of life itself. The wooden wings could be put on their backs like a backpack. Several villagers put on the wings and to their surprise started to glide up in the air as though they were birds. I'm flying, called out Master Theos. How'd they get up there? Shouted one of the judges. Here, try these. Plen offered a pair of wings to the judge. As the storm intensified and the wind started to howl, the judge too was flying among the others. When the storm subsided, the competition was concluded. Even though many of the villagers and the judge had flown out of the city, one pair of wings was still with them. The cloak of a villager with wooden wings was caught by the clock tower. And they glided gently to the ground as the wind stopped howling. Plen was declared the winner, not merely for his artistry, but for the interaction he initiated with the crowd. His creation stood as a testament not just to skill, but to the profound connection between flight and joy.
Plen sat in his workshop with shavings on the floor, carving out a story in his wooden core. A stranger named Theo spoke of a contest near for carvers and creators who held their art so dear. Through wind and storm, Plen carved with might, wings so fine they took to flight. Judge and villagers soared on high. Plen's craft and let them touch the sky. The judges marveled at the work, the intricate design. Wooden wings that carried dreams and hopes divine. In the glow of victory, the village did rejoice, for in Plen's hands they found a voice.